Welcome back. We're already in the game, 15 seconds in, 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining on the clock, knotted up at 0-0, but we're seeing some aggressive play from both teams. Ben, do you think that this could be the new player that Kings of Urban has? Fireburner getting one in. Wow. 30 seconds in, and Fireburner's able to get a really nice aerial. Not quite sure if that's because Pashu wasn't in the right position there, or if that's just Kings of Urban managing to put on the heat early. Fireburner going up again for an aerial with it's dipping, but DeBoer Brothers manages to knock it out. This game already is in favor of Kings of Urban. By far the underdog going into this series, managing to take out the Titans' Cosmic Aftershock in their first round. We might be seeing this team go all the way to the finals.
Can you imagine how insane that would be?
Pashy misses a very easy goal there.
Just want to break out some news that we just received as well. To one of the Australian Call of Duty professional players who was currently in New Orleans getting ready for MLG finals, received a gunshot wound yesterday. Currently in hospital recovering. Citadel Dismal, wish you the best of recovery. Hopefully you're okay. How you got shot is... I thought New Orleans was supposed to be a nice place, Rich. Now I'm scared, man.
It's a nice place, but there are definitely places, and even nice places, where
I'm used to living on a farm with sheep and chickens, man. I ain't used to no gunshots.
Yeah, I really hope he's okay. We just kind of heard, we don't know many of the details, but we found out through Twitter, correct?
Well, actually, one of the producers here at MLG came in and said he'd realized something had happened and was just informing us. So hopefully he recovers nicely. But back to this game, things going rather well for Kings of Urban.
Really well.
A 2-0 lead. Could this be the second upset of the day?
Gambit wearing the pirate hat right now, looking to steal this match. I really think they might have it. There are 3 minutes remaining on the clock. They're up 2. They're looking strong. We're kind of seeing Swarm Gaming too crumble under the pressure here. The series is still tied up 1-1, but this game, they're up 2-0. Right now, actually looking at the game, we see MW come up for an aerial, a bunch of people out of position. He's going to score off of that.
Yo, why did we not see this Kings all year? There's no way you can say it's
I mean,
Cal.
this isn't this Kings. Sorry about that replay. My MW camera is a little bit bugged. Yeah, this is a new Kings of Urban. You really do have to think. Kyle's an incredible player. He's one of the best players in the game right now, one of the best defensive players, but maybe that isn't what Kings of Urban needed going into this game. Maybe this MW player is kind of adding the versatility that they didn't have in their kit, and that might be why they're doing so well.
This much, though?
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of...
They're going toe-to-toe with Swarm Gaming right now, who finished top of their division, a 20-4 win-loss, goal difference of 41, and 83.33% win-to-loss percentage.
Wow, there they are with another offensive opportunity.
Including games off host. Let's bear that in mind.
Yeah, I honestly, 3 players, like, we've seen big changes. Like, one change to the roster really changed the dynamic of a team. I mean, we've talked about it with Team Shizou and O'Neal coming onto the team, but also, if you remember, Stocky was a trade for this team.
That's true.
It really did pay off for them. But who knows? Like, they actually, like, they started playing a lot better once they got Stocky. He was actually on Perfect Storm, I believe. Or no, is that right? Do you know? So
yeah, why not?
So this trade is really, this might be what's putting them ahead right now. Pashy's going to take a shot on goal, but it's just not a really good shot. But Stocky manages to find the back of the net.
Minute 20 left.
Goes to show you that even the worst shot in Rocket League still makes more offensive opportunities just because it comes off the back of the net and it becomes a center. Stocky now trying to keep the pace alive, taking another shot right now, misses. MW is able to turn this around. Oh, we see a big demo coming there. Oh, Stocky getting the boost all the way up. He's able to center this right now. He might try to do this play by himself, but MW is going to try to get it out. MW is playing pretty well defensively, which does kind of fill that role that Kyle was doing, but we have seen a lot of offensively too.
I feel like Kyle did just the same thing now, which is what's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
but
I mean, maybe it's just a chemistry thing,
yeah,
right?
I think that's what you have to kind of look at.
But how much chemistry can they really have with a player who they haven't played with before? This guy...
Oh, good
wow,
shot.
that was a very nice shot.
Fireburner squeezes at home 4-1. Kings of Urban are about to go 2-1 in the lead against the #1 European seed. This is crazy.
Fireburner, really a player to watch in this matchup. He's just been following through everything. Perfect positioning. Fireburner's always kind of been that player who maybe won't take the craziest shots. He has his share of crazy shots, but he always gets those goals where if there's someone there to finish them up, they're going to go in. And that's always been something that's so big for Kings of Urban. Right now we have potential threat from Swarm Gaming, but really with 16 seconds remaining on the clock, it looks like Kings of Urban can call this one a win.
This is massive for them. And again, players requesting to do a 2-3-2 host. Swarm need to win at least one off host, and after watching this game, it doesn't look likely at all.
Yeah, maybe if they regroup here, this ball's going to touch, and that is going to be the end of that one. Kings of Urban increasing their lead. This is looking good for Kings of Urban.
I mean, 2-1 up. Still, 2 more games on host.
2 more games on their host. Gonna ready up right here. Excited to see the next one. I'm
so confused. Everything I thought was going to happen today hasn't happened, but I said there would be 2 upsets. Kings of Urban potentially the upset team. If I'd have told you that Kings of Urban were 2 games away from being in the grand final,
I kind of want to see, like, because if Kings of Urban goes on,
they're in the grand final.
They're in the grand final, but
they play either VQ or Flipside.
VQ or Flipside. Like, could they? All right, VQ or Flipside. I think VQ should be able to take out Kings of Urban pretty easily.
Yeah, but you would say that about Cosmic. You'd say that about Swarm. Like,
no,
it's not like Kings of Urban are beating bad teams.
The way that they're playing right now, I think they might be able to beat out Flipside. The game is underway, so we're going to jump back to that right now.
Dude, this is insane.
This is insane.
This is my whole life
Kyle's
is a lie.
thinking right now.
I mean, well, he's fine. He's playing top lane now for TSM, so replace Dires. He's good. He'll make that TSM money. Don't worry about Kyle. Anyway, game underway. 30 seconds gone. Pretty slow start from both these 2 teams, but Kings of Urban do lead the series 2-1 in what could be the second upset of the day, because Kings already knocked out Cosmic Aftershock in game #1. And honestly, if any of those Cosmic Aftershock players watching this, I'm rooting for Kings of Urban, because it makes it look just a little bit better on them.
Yeah, definitely. I just like the rivalry that has formed between these 2 teams too. I mean, coming out, it was what, a month ago now? Cosmic Aftershock had never lost in competitive play. They were that team that's been around for a long time, and they were just titans. They were untouchable. And Kings of Urban managed to get that 1 win against them. They won that series in the first Rocket League show we did. And Kings of Urban really kind of tapered off throughout Pro League. They kind of like, they hit the top, and then they were kind of like waning. And now with this replacement of Kyle, we're seeing a team that kind of looks revitalized. I'm really kind of excited to see if they can manage to beat out Swarm Gaming here. Swarm Gaming not making it easy for them, though, especially in this game right now. Pashy's going to knock it into the corner, and the DeBoer brothers are going to try to get a shot here, but it's not quite going to pay off. It doesn't have the best pace on it. Gambit with a nice aerial, but he's not out of the woods yet. Looks like Stocky's going to be able to get this one in. All right, right here, we see Swarm Gaming at 3 minutes taking the lead back. With this kind of pace, 1 goal really matters a lot. We could see a team kind of only get a goal throughout the entire game. Pashy's going to come back in quickly, though, and try to lengthen the lead. DeBeer brothers tapping that canister, getting full boost, dribbling really well here. He decides to hit that off the wall and go for the center, but Fireburner's in net to knock it out. Stocky with an aerial keeps it right on midfield. DeBoer with a nice center. This is dangerous. DeBoer's gonna get it. This game just very quickly, we're seeing the Swarm Gaming that we expected to see, and they're not gonna even let the replay play right now. They're gonna go for the momentum here. Wow.
2 minutes 46. Swarm find themselves with that lead, as you said, but still not over.
Not over.
Kings can easily turn this around. I wouldn't amaze me if they did.
I'm excited right now to actually see the Swarm Gaming that we expected to see coming into this. Because Kings of Urban has not fallen apart by any means, but we're just actually seeing Swarm Gaming pull their game together right now. DeBoer to Stocky, marching up the side right now, but Fireburner's going to try to keep this out of the net. Wow, the pressure that Swarm is putting on right now is very real, but Fireburner manages to beat out one player with a very nice touch, grabs full boost. Oh, MW, very nice setup. Gambit. Oh, Fireburner. Oh, he misses an easy shot there. Easy for him, not me. I would never be able to get that, but it does look like we have a minute 30 left on the clock, just about. This is looking pretty good for Swarm Gaming. Once again, this is on North American host. Gambit with a pretty good dribble there, but he does get stopped.
This is the win they need, more importantly. Like
this is very important.
When you think of it like that, this is the win they literally need off host. The Kings do it, and you see Swarm do it, and that's exactly what they're doing now. Potentially gets a little bit more exciting when you think about the ramifications of a Game 7.
Oh, Game 7. Yeah, so the Game 7 will be on European host, right? So,
yep, Swarm the highest seed.
The host really kind of like when we're looking at these two teams, oh, we have an open blue net right now, but Stocky's able to get there in time. The host kind of hasn't seemed to be the most important thing right now. We see both teams kind of coming out and playing their game. We've seen wins and losses for both teams on both hosts. Fireburner kind of trying to get in this net and bully a few of the defensive players around. It's really coming down to the wire, though, here for Kings of Urban. Only 48 seconds remaining on the clock, and they have not a single goal on the scoreboard. MW is going to try to change that right now, looking to Gambit to set up an offensive play. Fireburner with an open net, but he's not able to get there in time. Him and MW are on the side of the field right now. He does get demolished by four brothers. 30 seconds left. Not looking good for Kings of Urban, Ben.
Nope, it's not at all. Swarm completely locking it down. Hashi should be good to just keep that one in the corner. DeBoer Brothers has it. They can just bleed the time. They don't even need to score at this point. Ball goes up once again. Gambit to Stocky. Stocky puts it back on the floor. But honestly, this one is going to be over. Swarm Gaming take the game off host that they vitally needed. Going to make the series count now. 2 games apiece, but we're going to stay on this current host as well for at least a couple more games. One more game.
They're trying to keep it up right now.
So 2-2. One more North American game before 2 European games.
Who's your prediction? I'm just going to ask you right now. Who's your prediction for the whole series?
I'm going to stay with Swarm.
You're going to stay with Swarm?
Yeah, I think I have to.
Yeah. I mean, either way, you're not crazy saying either right now. We did kind of see perfect Swarm.
You can't say either, though. You can't say give me a prediction and say either. You have to pick one.
No, I said you're not crazy for saying either. I was about to give my prediction. You know who I think's going to win?
Kings of Urban.
No, I actually think Swarm's going to win.
Oh.
Yeah. Just that momentum they just got there, like you said, on this host, that's big. That's big.
See, now it's funny because the pressure was previously on Swarm to win a game off host. Now it's on Kings of Urban to win on host for their 3rd game. They can't afford to throw this one away. They need to have that advantage going into that European server when you know Swarm is going to be pretty dominant. So a lot of pressure on Kings of Urban right now.
Yeah, man, how are you feeling? EU, NA, the battle is real. If they got knocked out here, though, we see a quick goal from Pashy, but if they do get knocked out here, we could see an NA final, which would make me extremely happy.
An NA EU?
No, we could see an NA final. We could see
why would you want to have that storyline of Europe versus NA?
I want to have that storyline of a free Chipotle in my belly when NA clinches it in the grand final. That's the story I want right now.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, we're gonna see all these players around the net. Someone trying to struggle to get it in, but it's just not gonna happen. DeBoer is now going to try to punish the fact that a few of these players were out of position, but they all drop back quick enough. MW is in net, there to block anything. Pashy's looking for a goal. Set up by Gambit here. Oh, DeBoer hanging back, coming in right now. I don't know, we're kind of seeing both teams play at their full strength right now. We are seeing Kings of Urban play a little bit more defensively. We're seeing a few people in the back of the net at the same time.
Minute and a half almost gone. Still yet to see the first goal. You can kind of see the But nerves kind of creeping in from both these two teams. Shot on target from Fireburner, good save from the Boa brothers though. Continuing on his regular season performances of just fantastic epic saves. Stocky off the wall backwards, able to knock that one away.
All of these matches have been extremely low scoring at the beginning, and then in the last 2 minutes, both teams kind of just explode, yeah.
It's just like, hey, let's just be really, really passive, and oh wait, time's ticking, we need to score, and then boom, everyone just goes absolutely mental.
I think a lot of that's respect. I really think a lot of that is respect.
The only difference has been flip side. They're the only team today who've come out and just scored at all times of the game.
Yeah, they play their game, and they know how to modify their game to kind of sneak through the cracks of the other team's weaknesses. But right here, we're going to see a really big offensive play. Stocky putting it up against the backboard. Oh, and a big demolition comes in on DeBoer. This is going to roll in for Fireburner, though. Kings of Urban go up 1-0 with 2 minutes and 47 seconds remaining on the clock. It's a nice touch, too. That demolition really kind of set that play up. Demolitions are important.
Demos are huge. I feel like we don't talk about it.
Yeah,
we don't really address it enough either, just how like big demolitions can really be. But
we're going to see some instant pressure from Swarm Gaming. It's not going to be enough, though. Looks like Kings of Urban are dropping back a little bit to try to regroup. Fireburner's not able to clear this. Oh, they do get a shot, but MW does knock it back out right to Fireburner. Fireburner puts it in the blue corner. There's a full canister sitting there, too. MW at the halfway line.
You really just call it canister?
It is a canister. Canisters give you full boost.
No, it's just full.
Fireburner taps it up.
God damn it, Tinkerbell. We discussed this a week ago.
Oh, man. It's canisters. We just talked to Psionics.
Yeah, open
canisters.
Goal. Boom!
Open goal. Stocky can take that.
Love it. 2 minutes left in the game. They are all level between Swarm and Kings of Urban. All level in the series as well, 2-2. This is a huge, huge game.
Kind of an ugly goal, to be honest, though. That just kind of comes down to people not being in position. Stocky against Gambit in the face-off. Gambit's going to win. We only have 2 minutes remaining on the clock. Tied up at 1-1. This one goes in, though, for DeBoer. That was a very quick goal off the face-off. We just have a player go up for an aerial and miss. Fireburner just slightly out of position there. Doesn't have enough boost to get down quick enough. 2 minutes, though. Any man's game. Nice touch by Kings of Urban here. Really controlled play.
Will it stay at 2-1, Rich?
I don't think so. We're definitely going to see another few goals. Right now, we're going to have Gambit actually prevent one of those goals being for Swarm Gaming. Oh, we're going to see some pressure on the blue net right now. You can see Kings of Urban trying to set up for something big. They've kind of been bunched up in the back of the net. They haven't been standing on 2 feet long enough to actually try to make anything offensive happen. But they're starting to find their legs again. DeBoer brothers is catching them out of position.
Oh, what a save from MW.
Gets there.
The new player on
Pressure's not dead yet.
Comes in clutch, and again, we talked about how important this game is for Kings of Urban. It's a really, really must win on host. You need to clutch up. Going into the final 60 seconds, DeBoer brothers may have other ideas. Gambit with a beautiful save. But still, the pressure from Swarm. Is it going to be too enough for Kings of Urban to handle?
Yeah, only a minute left. They need to get this equalizer right now.
That's a good chip.
Kings of Urban playing incredibly well in overtime. That's just a fact. That's something that we've seen from them over and over again.
It's like a special trait.
It's just like, that's their thing.
Right? It really is. Right,
MW manages to beat out DeBoer there.
Gambit looking to try and make a play. 30 seconds left. DeBoer brothers with a big demo on MW. Now just one play to beat. It's going to be Fireburner. We may actually try and square this one. Can't. Ball is up. MW looks as if he's going to go for the aerial. Puts it up in towards Swarm Gaming's box, and that ball is dangerously bouncing around. Fireburner goes for it, but a big touch away from Pashy. Still a dangerous position for the ball.
Touch for Kings of Urban. DeBoer brothers might be able to do this himself. No, Gambit's going to be able to clear it. He's got 5 seconds to move this up the line and try to score a goal off of it.
Surely the time runs out. The ball will be bouncing inbounds.
Right there.
And that is game. Swarm Gaming now lead 3-2, which means we have to go to a quick commercial break whilst we change over back towards a European server. Can Swarm Gaming close it out and progress through to the grand finals of Season 1 Rocket League? Find out after the break.